Hello, my name is Onray, and you're going to hear about a study on African elephant population. The project is prepared by Taylan Kilik, Egemen Ayazgan, Yarkın Balaban, Sinan Odak, and me. In the data, there are 15 African nations with different number of elephants living in 1979, in 1989, and in 2007. And we are expected to compare the changes in the elephant population in some countries in Africa. And we will try to comment on the comparison of the results from 1979 to 1989 and from 1989 to 2007. Before we continue with our data and our analysis, we should keep in mind that African countries' overall elephant population has been experiencing a catastrophic decline, mainly due to poaching. The poaching resulted in the loss of more than 50% of African elephants' range since 1979.
This table shows elephant population for several African nations in 79, 89 and 2007. We can see that Democratic Republic of Congo, which is shown with the darkest shade of green, has the greatest amount of elephant population. On the contrary, Somalia, which is shown with the lightest shade of green, has the lowest amount of elephant population. As values stated in the table increase, shade of green goes darker. First column of the table 3.3 shows the mean annual change in elephant population for each country in the 10 years from 79 to 89. Second column shows the mean annual change in the elephant population for each country in the 18 years from 89 to 2007. For the calculations, we divide 89's value by 79's and we took 1/10th power of this step, then subtracted 1 as the last step to find the rate. Between the years 79 and 89, Africa's overall elephant population faced a large drop by 292.7 thousand. After the year 89, there has been a rise in the amount of elephant population by 90,487. So, we can say that as years pass after the year 89, the poaching rate decreases. In fact, in 89 an international agreement between governments, named CITES, made. CITES aim to ensure that international trade in specimens of wild animals and plants does not threaten their survival. After CITES effectively banned the international commercial trade in African elephant ivory by placing species on Appendix 1. Once this ban went into effect in year 90, elephant population in the wild stabilized. From year 79 to 89, Congo has the highest mean annual change rate by the amount of 20.6% for elephants, whereas from 89 to 2007, Botswana has the highest population growth rate by the amount of 7.1% for elephants. On the other hand, from 79 to 89, Sudan has the highest negative mean annual change by the amount of -29.6% in the elephant population, whereas Somalia has the highest negative mean annual change by the amount of -21.9% in the elephant population from 89 to 2007.
In this project, we have compared the change in elephant population in African nations between the years of 1979 and 1989 and 1989 and 2007. We examined the robustness of the relation between nations' GDP and elephant population growth rates. Secondly, when we check Table 3.3, Sudan is the country that faces the biggest change in elephant population from 1979 and 1989. Number of the elephants dropped from 134,000 to 4,000, and that gave us a 29.6% decrease rate. And Somalia is another country that has the biggest change in elephant population. Number of the elephants dropped from 6,000 to 70, and that gave us the highest decrease rate, 21.9% for the years from 1989 and 2007. We calculated average GDP of 10 years between 1979 and 1989 and the average of 18 years. Then we found the data about the average growth rate of elephant population. To find if there is any correlation between average GDP and average elephant growth rate, we used Excel's correlation formula. For 10 years of data of 1979 and 1989, we concluded that the value of the correlation is 0.45, which indicates that there is a positive relationship between two variables. For 18 years of data 1989 and 2007, we concluded that the value of the correlation is minus 0.008, which means there is no relationship between two variables. We were surprised to see that there is not a correlation for the years of 1989 and 2007, but there is a correlation for the years of 1979 and 1989. So we tried to find if there is any reason to support this. In 1989, CITIS announced the ban of international trade for ivory. What we understood from that is the ban prevented a correlation between GDP and elephant growth rate. Also, we pointed at the nations with a significant decrease and increase in the amount of elephants, and we tried to find reasons to explain why a nation had managed to effectively protect elephants as the other nation has the population remaining in the danger due to poaching for meat and ivory. For example, in Tanzania, the number of the elephant decreased by 236,300 between 1979 and 1989. This decline is generally applied to all African nations due to the lack of supervision and lack of awareness for animals' rights. However, again in Tanzania, elephant population increased by 87,003 between 1989 and 2007, which is the highest growth rate for the elephant population in Africa. We can explain this increase based on the fact that Tanzania is a country with many touristic attractions, including 16 national parks and marina parks. Tanzania is also home to Mount Kilimanjaro, where means a home to many elephants. So we think that is why Tanzanian government decided to take action in favor of stopping the poaching. On the other hand, there is a significant continuing drop in the elephant population from 1979 to 2007 at Congo. The number of the elephant decreased by 292,700 between 1979 and 1989, and 61,286 elephants decreased between 1989 and 2007. According to our research, a possible reason behind this decrease is that Congo is a poor colony country. Country's people live below the poverty line. Colonist countries destroyed rainforests and the elephants living in the rainforest. That is why they kill elephants in the purpose of trading the ivory and meat. By analyzing all these data, we can say that in the territories which have decreased in elephant population, by a few decades, population will be in distress phase, and governments must take more efficient precautions. Thank you for your attention.